How do you want your day? Anything that you do can be a ritual. Do it with intention. You are telling the universe when you get up and you start your sacred rituals in the morning, you are consciously interacting with life. Visualization, feeling the feels, stating a mantra, an affirmation, an intention. It gets me in an emotional state that raises my frequency. How you set up your day in the morning ripples through the rest of your day. Societal chaos is no fun. You deserve to be grounded. You deserve to navigate your morning so you can set up the rest of your day with ease and grace. Hello and welcome to today's episode. Let's talk about something that most people are curious about. What does a sacred spiritual morning routine look like? And I'm not even going to call it a routine because it's a sacred morning ritual, or rituals with an S. How you set up your day in the morning ripples through the rest of your day. And so instead of participating in chaotic life, chaotic energy, you are telling the universe when you get up and you start your sacred rituals in the morning, you are consciously interacting with life, and that you're interacting with life on your terms. This is why it's so important to do morning rituals, have your spiritual practices in place. And there is no rule, there is zero rules around how much time it should take. Whether you have 5 minutes, 30 minutes, 90 minutes, or 2 hours, doing your morning practices and rituals will be based on the season of life that you are in. So let's talk about it. First off, when you get ready to jump out of bed, before you jump out of bed, be intentional. Be intentional, my friend. Because if you're jumping out of bed with a racing heart because you're super late, or you're running late, or you overslept, or you're cranky or groggy, that's gonna set the tone for the day. Hey, can you do me a big favor? Hit that like button and subscribe. When you like this video, it helps with the algorithm and it helps us grow our community to be with you and many like-minded people so we can grow, awaken, and heal together. Also, if you'd like to hit that notification button, you'll get notified anytime we do a new episode. Please comment as well. Comments help us, and I would love to read your comment. I'd love to get back to you. All right, let's jump back into this episode. So before you even open your eyes, stop and pause. How do you want your day? You can visualize it. What mantra or affirmation do you want to say before you get out of bed? For me, before I get out of bed, I typically will visualize whatever it is that I'm working towards. So I have a big goal of what I'm working towards right now, and so I'm visualizing the end result, not the actual manifestation of it, but something that comes from that manifestation. And this particular visualization for me just popped into my meditation one day, and I've been visualizing it ever since because it feels really good. And not only does it feel good, it gets me in a emotional state that raises my frequency. And so I'm attaching emotions to the visualization, and that is excitement, that is joy, that is happiness, and I'm visualizing it Am I visualizing it for 10 minutes? No. Sometimes it's only a minute. Sometimes it's 5 minutes. Sometimes that's how I start my meditation and it moves into a full meditation. It just depends on the day and the moment. You'll notice as I'm talking about my morning rituals, it has great flexibility in it. I have been so structured and rigid in my life. I don't want my morning rituals to be structured and rigid. I do want consistency. That is key. Consistency and practice is key. But I don't want any rules on I have to meditate for 30 minutes because sometimes I prioritize sleep over meditation. That is more important to me than anything else. So if I'm only visualizing for 60 seconds, I'm taking 10 conscious breaths, that's what I have time to do, and that is perfectly okay. What I'm not doing is rushing out of bed. I slowly wake up. So, visualization, feeling the feels of that visualization so I can feel it and own it. The other thing I'm doing is stating a mantra, an affirmation, an intention. My mantra and meditation lately have been, I'm getting better and better and better each and every day. I attract more and more and more each and every day. I'm getting better and better and better each and every day. I'm attracting more and more and more. This is just something that feels good. My mantras change throughout the year. Sometimes when we're doing our DNA course, I'll be using that mantra. Sometimes I'm using an old mantra. Sometimes a new mantra comes in. The main thing is to state something that makes you feel good, that reinforces what you want at that moment. So if you're wanting to attract more abundance or more money or love or prosperity, whatever it is that you're wanting, infuse that into your intention. If there is a specific feeling that you're wanting to embody, state that in your intention. How many times you say it is completely up to you. I would at least recite it at least 10 times in a row at bare minimum. It will take less than a minute to do it, depending on how long your meditation is, or mantra is, I should say. The next thing that I do in my morning rituals are I will take a few nice deep conscious breaths, and this just gets me into my body. This is where if I am having a morning meditation, I'm going to meditate. Typically, consistently, I'm a morning meditator. Every once in a blue moon, I will require more sleep, which then means I have to get going quicker and I don't have time for the meditation. I'll make that an afternoon or nighttime ritual. Meditation can be done sitting up, lying down, or standing. It can also be a moving meditation. So with my morning meditation, I typically will lie down or I will sit up in bed with my back against the wall. You notice I have not gotten out of bed yet. Some people require going into a different room so they don't fall asleep while meditating. I have been doing this for many years now because I have a toddler, and this is just the way my meditation has looked for several years now, where it's just a part of my morning bed routine when it comes to my rituals. For most people, I would highly recommend getting out of bed. And when you get out of bed, feel your feet root into the earth. So sit at the edge of your bed, feel your feet root into the earth, and stand up consciously before going to move to wherever it is that you're going to be meditating. Meditation can be done through listening to a guided visualization. It can be done through mantra work. It can be done through visualization of something that you're creating. You can set a timer. You can listen to music. All of these are all the different ways that I meditate. So pick something that works for you. The sweet spot for meditation is usually 20 to 30 minutes, but some people only have 5 minutes, and that is perfectly fine. Pick the amount of time that works for you. Once you get out of bed, Once you start doing your other rituals, do them with intention. So if you go to grab a cup of coffee or tea, do it with intention. If you're going to go brush your teeth next, do it with intention. Having something of a beverage of some sort that you are consciously sipping on can assist you in getting really, really present. You can also state intentions and prayers into that morning ritual drink. It can also be a way that you infuse mantras into what it is that you are ingesting. And so if it's tea or coffee or water with lemon, whatever it is, take a moment, give thanks, because you're starting with gratitude, give thanks, whisper a prayer into it or state a prayer internally, and then take a sip. It allows the water, whatever it is that you're drinking, to hold that vibration and move through your body as you're intentionally drinking it and digesting it. Anything that you do can be a ritual, and anything that you're doing can also be done with great intention because it assists you in raising your frequency as well. I used to journal a lot in the morning. I do not have time for that. I used to have a 2-hour morning practice. And when I would share this with people, they're like, oh my God, I wish I had time to do that. I do not have time to do that anymore. So I journal during the day because that is when my schedule allows it. I can also do it in the evening as well. So it just depends on my schedule for the day and the night. But meditation is going to take priority over journaling. If you do have a journaling practice, I usually will take whatever I'm drinking and then I'll journal with that. For me, I don't have time to do that because I'm trying to get my daughter out the door. And so what I'm trying to say is allow your season of life to support you in your morning rituals, and do all your morning rituals with great intention so that you are not participating in societal chaos. Societal chaos is no fun, and you deserve to be grounded. You deserve to navigate your morning so you can set up the rest of your day with ease and grace. Another morning ritual that you can add is movement of some sort. So stretching your body, doing a little bit of yoga, taking a little walk. This can all be a part of your morning meditation. This is going to sound really funny what I'm about to say, but after I do my practices, I get my tea, I start making my daughter's lunch, and I do it very, very intentionally. And I'm grateful because once I start making her lunch, my body is moving, and I'm just like being present in my body, excited to be moving because I've been sleeping all night. And it allows me to be conscious with my movements and my kitchen. There's this energetic dance that's happening in the morning with your routines, with what you're preparing for. And so there's this dance that I often feel like I'm doing with spirit when I'm getting my daughter's stuff ready in the morning. And so notice if you're dancing with spirit, notice if there's like a lot of movement. And if you're not moving a lot, how can you add movement into your practices as well? Another ritual that I do that I forgot to mention earlier is I will often in the morning hold a crystal or place a crystal in my body before I get out of bed. This is something I either have next to my pillow that I've already slept with, or something that I know I want to work with in the morning that I have on my nightstand available to grab right away as well. One more thing that I want to share with you is let go of perfectionism. There is no rule on what this looks like. Do not get FOMO. Do not compare your routine because everybody's life is different, what season you're in may be different than what you used to be able to do. You can start off small, you can work your way up to something bigger, but just start with something. Start with one thing that you do consistently, and you're acknowledging that it's a practice, it's a ritual. This is a part of your spiritual life because it's going to take you to heights you never thought were possible, and it sets the tone for the day. Choose the rituals that work for you, leave behind the rest. I'm sure that there are many other rituals that I didn't even mention in this episode, so pick the things that work, leave behind the rest. Please also let me know what your favorite morning ritual is by commenting below. I'd love to hear from you, and please share this with a friend. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and we will see you soon. Take care. Bye.